I'm here today to solve 2023 Jamb and UTME past questions. We'll do it together, and I believe as you listen to me, the knowledge that will help you, the very key that you need, will be given to you as we continue. One thing you must not forget is that you will hear from me and you will see what is on the board. When the two come together, you are good to go. If you only hear me, you don't see what I'm doing, you'll be mixing. So you will hear me and then you see what I was doing on the board. But majority of what will guide you in your exam, you'll be hearing from me. And in mathematics, no mathematics teacher will be able to solve all the mathematics questions in the world. The only thing we'll do, we'll give you keys. And it is these keys that help you to skate through any exam. So while we solve from question 1 to question 40, I'll be releasing keys, I'll be releasing knowledge, I'll be releasing ideas that will help you. So let's go to question number 1. Sorry. Let's go to question number 1. We have question given to us as 3 multiplied by x minus 1 less than or equals to 2x minus what? 3. And don't forget, I'm going to rush, I'm going to be fast because this is per time, same thing you are going to do in your exam. So now I have 3x to be multiplied this to multiply this multiply this multiply this. This is inequality. So when you see it like this inequality, I've told you, anytime you see questions, what you do, try to pick the topic, try to pick the subtopic, try to get the foundation that you know before you solve. Don't just solve. So I will use 3 to multiply this becomes 3x. Use 3 to multiply this become minus 3, less than or equals to. Use 2 to multiply this become 2x. Use it to multiply this become what? Minus 6. I've removed the bracket. Now 3x, 2x. 2x is less than this, so 2x should come to this side. 3x minus 2 less than or equals to what? This one go to this side, that become plus 3 minus 6. Anytime you switch number from your left to your right or left to your right, don't forget the sign must change. So this one changed from plus to minus, this one changed from minus to plus. The inequality sign still remain. 3x remove 1x, remove 2x, you have x less than or equals to minus plus. You see this thing in mathematics is very important. Plus minus minus, minus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus plus plus. It's very, very important in mathematics. Now look at it, it's here, directed number. Plus minus is minus. That means I'm going to say 6 minus 3, which is what? 3. 6 is greater than 3, so minus sign will follow your answer. So if you look at it, what we have here is 3 is x is less than or equal to minus 3, and that is C. Look at the next question we have here. Let's go to the next question. I have x squared minus x minus 4 less than or equals to 2. Look at the equation we have here. This is still inequality, but you have quadratic inequality. Quadratic inequality. So what I'm going to do, minus 4, remove it from here. Or bring your 2 to this side. That means you are going to have x squared minus x. Bring this to this side. That becomes minus 2 less than or equals to what? 0. And now at this point in time, look at it. Minus minus plus. That thing I wrote on the board before for you. Minus minus plus. So minus minus is plus. That means I'm going to add the two numbers. 4, that is 6. So this is now x squared minus x. Minus minus plus. So 4 plus 2, 6. The sign of the bigger number follow your answer. It's less than or equals to what? 0. So at this point in time, you now have a quadratic equation to be factorized because this is factorizable. So I can just say let x squared minus x minus 6 is equals to 0. So I can factorize this. How do you do that? This time this, that gives you 6x squared. Look for the factors of 6x squared. Factors of 6x squared, that when I add, it will give me minus x. That is minus 3x and plus 2x. Minus plus minus 3x times 2x. That will give me what? 6x. This is minus 6x squared. Now, if I add these two together, it will give me the middle term, which is minus x. So that means this is the factor I'm going to use. So I'm going to have x minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 equals to what? 0. I replace minus 3x and plus 2x. I replace it with this. So no more minus x. So what you are going to see. Because if I subtract these two, it will give me this one. So now, this is now x squared. Group these two, form into a bracket. X times x will give me x squared. If I say x times 3, I will have this back. So go to this one. This bracket must be the same. Don't disturb yourself. This bracket must be the same. So what you need to do, what will you multiply by this to get this one? And that is 2 plus 3 times this. So now, this one, put inside one bracket. And then pick one bracket out of this. Equate this to 0. So at this point in time, I cannot say that my x plus 2 is equals to 0, or x minus 3 is equals to 0, which is now x is equals to minus 2, or x is equals to plus 3. So put it in the inequality. You now have minus 2 is less than or equals to x, and also less than or equal to what? 3. So let's check. Minus 3, minus 2, yes, you now have b. Okay, let's look at another question. Like I said, anytime you see the question, try to get the topic where that question is coming from so that the ideas now begin to employ them. Now, what we have here, we have 2 points, p minus 3 minus 14 and q t minus 5. These are the 2 points. And they say that, according to the question, that this is equals to 9 units. These 2 points is equals to 9 units. These are points on a straight line. So if you have points on a straight line, you must use the distance between 2 points on a straight line. And that is d equals to x 2 minus 1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now, one thing in mathematics, you must be good at you must be good at correcting information. If you don't know how to correct information, it will affect you. So what you need to do, you can practice it. We don't look at questions. What we look at in each of the topic you study, you look at the formulas. If you can remember the formula, it's the formula that you extract. It's the formula that you extract from each of the subtopic, and then when you bring them together, it now becomes you as a mathematician. Because every mathematician is made out of formulas. When you bring questions, it's not looking at the questions, it's looking at the formula, which is what it's going to use, the foundation, the knowledge. So now this is what you will use to find this letter T we are asked to find in the question. If I can't retrieve this, there's no way. There's no way. So this must be in you. So it's not just in it, it must be in you. So now, this D, 9 stands for D. This 9 stands for D in that question. Then my x1 is always the first number in the first bracket. Look at this coordinate. This is minus 3. Then to get your S2, go to the next bracket. This is T. Y1 is from the first bracket, minus 14. And then Y2 is from the second bracket, which is minus 5. So now let us substitute them. 9 equals to square root of S2, this is T minus open bracket minus 3, but it was minus 3. You now put your bracket, use big bracket, raised to power 2, plus Y2 is minus 5, minus, look at this one. This minus is this first one. Now I'm going to bring in the one of minus 14. You put your bracket here. See, that's the same thing I told you, directed numbers. Minus, minus is the key. Don't play with it, though. Minus, minus. And whichever way you see it, look at it, we are still seeing it here. Minus, minus. You can't keep it like this and you solve. Minus, minus. Look at minus, minus, plus. That means I'm going to have T plus 3 square. The same thing here. Minus, minus. I have my minus 5 is plus 14 square. So my 9 is equals to. Now, let me deal with this. I need to remove this one. Now, look at plus, minus. Plus, minus, minus. That means I'm going to say 14 minus 5. And that is what? 9. So here is going to be 9. 14 is greater than 5. So the sign of bigger number follow your answer. Plus, plus, plus. Look at it here. Plus, plus, plus. So this one remains plus. Now, the next thing you do is to remove this square root here. Remove this square root. That means take the square root of both sides. That means I'm going to have 9 is equal to, or let me write so that you can take the square of, both sides. So let's take the square of both sides. This is what I mean by that. This is 9 square. It will remove this one because this is supposed to be T raised to power 2 plus, sorry, there was a square here from here. 9 square. Look at it here. That is this square root multiplied by this square. So this one will cancel out. So you now have 9 square is equals to T plus 3, open bracket 3, plus 9 square. This is what we now have. At this point in time, we are going to remove these squares from here so that you can get to T. Because if this square is still here like this, you find it very difficult to get to this one. So this one, this one, this one must go. You use the language of take the square root of both sides. Do you notice something? When I want to remove square root, I use square, which is 2. When I want to remove square, I use square root. So opposite of this is this one. That's how you must go. So this is now 9 raised to power 2 times half. That is the square root. Equals to T plus 3 raised to power 2 times half plus 9 raised to power 2 times half. Now something will now happen to all those 2 and a half. This is 1. It will go. This will go. This is 1. This is 1. So you now have 9 equals to T plus 3 plus 9. T plus 3 plus 9. Now, at this point in time, if I say 9 minus 9 equals to T plus 3, this is 0, equals to T plus 3. And can now say that therefore T is equals to minus 3. Minus 3. If you don't want to solve it like that, when you get to this point, this is square, this is square. If you don't want to solve it like that, you can also do like this. You can do like this. You don't want to, you want to boycott this side like this. So you want to boycott here. This is, sorry, this is 81. This is 3 plus 3 square. This is also what? 81. So take this one to this side, become 81 minus 81, which is t plus 3 squared. This is 0 equals to 3 plus 3. You still get the same thing. So now at this point, you cannot say take the square root of both sides. That means to remove here. To remove these two as power, I will not take the square root. Take the square root of both sides. That means square root of 0 is 0. This is now t plus 3 raised to the power 2 times half. You can see that this is 1. So you now have that 0 is equals to t plus 3. So therefore, t is equals to minus. So this one, go to this side, will become minus 3. So you now have t equals to what? Minus 3. Answer is A. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Before us, we have, they say find the equation of a straight line passing through a point that is perpendicular to that equation. So what you need to do first, I have the point. Look at the point 2 and 3, and then the equation of the equation is 3x plus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. This is what is given to me. For perpendicular lines, I have 3, 2y plus 4 equals to this. This is the same as 3x plus 2y equals to minus 4. So for perpendicular lines, what I need to do in this case, I will revise the coefficient. Sorry, I'm going to revise the coefficient of x and y. Let me revise their coefficient. That means this 3 will be for y, 3y, and then this one will go to this one, 2x. Then the next thing you do, you change the sign of one of them. I'm changing the sign of here from plus to minus. And then the next thing I will do, I'll not look at the point, which is 2, 3. So put, anywhere you see y, put 3. Anywhere you see x, put your point 2. So let's multiply. 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 2, 4. Subtract. That is 5. So you now have 3y minus 2x is equals to 5. So 3y is now equals to 5 plus 2x, or you can put it this way also, 2x plus 5. Have formed the equation. That is when it is a straight line. You have a point and that perpendicular line is coming with this point. But if it is parallel, I will not follow this method. If it is parallel, they may not give you a perpendicular line again. You may see a parallel line. So if it is parallel line, the next thing you do at this point, I will not do this one. I'll just stay here and put the value of x, put the value of y. This is what I'm saying. 3, I will not change it. 3x plus 3y is equals to, I'll just put their values here. And whatsoever I have, I will continue my solving, and then I'll get my answer. That is if it is parallel lines. But since this is perpendicular, that's what I'm doing. The first thing I did, I interchanged the coefficient. After interchanging the coefficient, I now change the sign of one of them, and then substitute. You get your answer. So let's check. We have 3y equals to, yes, that is B. Then, look at the next one. This one, you don't need to bother yourself much. When once you see how many different letters, that is permutation, given the word syllable, that is permutation. Total number of letters here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 factorial. Look at, you have 2L. 2L. Then you also have 2x. That means 2 factorial, another 2 factorial. These are the ways. Let's check. Wow. We have is D. A committee of 5 people. A committee of 5 people. This one is not permutation. This one is combination. A committee of 5 people. This one is combination. Now, let's look at the composition of this group. Let's look at the composition. By composition, I have 4 women and then 6 men. Now, the question now says, how many committees are possible if there is to be a majority of what? Of women. Majority of women. That means out of 5, if I am to form a committee from these 5, majority of them should be women. So I'm going to have 3 women, and then there will be what? The next one will be what? 2 men. Or I have 4 women and then a man. That's how this committee is going to form. Now, let's go. 4 women, combination 3, multiplied by 6 men, combination 2, plus, but that is the meaning of all, means addition. Then 4 women, combination 4, times 6 women, 6 men, combination 1 man. So now, in combination, what you have here is 4 times 3 times 2, 3. 3 numbers, 3 times 2 times 1, multiplied by 6 times 5, all over 2 times 1, plus this is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, divided by 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, multiplied by 6 over 1. 3 cancel 3, 2 cancel 2. 4 divided by 1 is 4, multiplied by 5 times 6 will give you 30. 2 times 1 will give you 2, plus the whole of this is 1, multiplied by 6. Now this is now 4 times, this divided by this will give you 30 plus 6. This time this give you 60 plus 6. So add them, this give you what? 66. Let's look at it. That is B. Okay. We have this question before us. This one is matrix. Either addition of matrices, subtraction, and multiplication. But from what I have here, I have A 0, 1, 2 minus 1 to be multiplied by 2, 1, 1, 0. And we are asked to find the matrix A. That means if I want to find matrix A, I can use this. You can use different letter. If you see it in this form, you can use different letters. It may not be A and B, C, D. So now, I will now say that let matrix A be represented by this. So now, it means that my A, B, C, D is to be multiplied by this. 0, 1, 2, minus 1. Now, let's multiply. When you are to multiply numbers on the matrix, please, we use row against column. We use row against column. Not the normal way of multiplying number. A times 0, B times 0, this time. No. We use this against your row against your column. This one is row against column. So now let's do it together. A times 0. I'll write it. I say plus B times this one. Don't use B times this one again. B times this one. B times this. I'm done with that one. Then I'll go to that of C and D. Go to C and D. That was for that row. Now for this row, it will pick this column here. This one will now be C times 1 plus D times minus 1. So I'm done with that one. Then this will now be the same thing again. A times 1, B plus B times minus 1. Then you come again, C times 1 plus D times minus 1. So now, any number, anything multiplied by 0 is 0. I can't forget this in mathematics. Being told by my mathematics teacher, in those days in primary school, anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Don't need to waste your time. So this multiplied by this is 0 already. This is 2b. 1 times c give you c. Look at it again, no. Look at it again, no. Plus, minus. Plus, minus, minus. Plus, minus. So this one will not be plus again. Minus 1 times d. This is d. Let's go to this one. 1 times c. 1 times a is a. Look at it again. Minus, plus. Minus 1 times b. B. Look at it. 1 times c. C. Minus, plus. You can't solve without this in mathematics. Whether you like it or not. Minus, plus. Plus, minus. That is mathematics for you. So this is very important. Because if I say minus, plus, I just put my this and this. This is wrong. I will not have the answer. So you must understand that minus, plus is minus. 1 times d, d. We are done with that. So this is now, this plus this give you 2b. This is also c minus d. This is a minus b. This is c minus d. This is done. So at this point in time, I'm going to compare. So now, at this point in time, I'm going to compare. After getting, I'm going to compare this and this one. Like I said, you need to be very careful in your computation, or else you make mistake. Because in this manipulation of multiplication, if you don't take time, you can misplace the rows against column. So now, before I will compare, I will check. Is there any mistake? Check, check, check. Okay. Okay. This plus this should be 2d. 2d. Okay, now let's go. Compare this and this. That means I'm going to bring this and bring this together. I have my 2b, a minus b, 2d, c minus d. That's what I have here. Equal to, bring down this, 2, 1, 1, 0. Now let's compare. Now this first one is for this first one. So I'm going to have 2b is equal to 2. Divide here by 2. Divide here by 2. This will cancel, so therefore b is equal to 1. Now I'm done with that one. Take this one against this one. I'm going to have a minus b is equal to 1. That is to tell you that a is equal to 1 plus b. Check, 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 check. Check. Let's check our question. Minus 1. Yes. Here is minus 1. No wonder. Here is minus 1. So here is minus 1. So this is minus 1. This is minus 1. Minus 1. So now this is going to be plus b. But you've already find b. B is equals to 1. So your a is now equals to minus 1 plus 1. Look at it. Plus, minus, plus, minus, minus. So this minus this is already what? 0. Therefore, a is equals to 0. Now, we are done with that. This against this, we now have 2d equals to 1. Divide both sides by 2. To remove this 2 from here, divide both sides by the coefficient of d. That means I'm going to have 2d divided by 2. 1 divided by 2. This will cancel this. Therefore, my d is equals to what? Half. Now, the next thing we are going to look at here is c. C minus d is equals to, it will be this one against this one, is equals to 0. But I'm looking for c, so this one will go to this side, become plus d. What is d? D is half. So this is also what? Half. So the new matrix which has to do with matrix A. So therefore, our matrix A is now going to be equal to, let's substitute. A, let's find it. A is 0. B, let's find it. B is 1. C, where is C? Look at C. C is half. And then D. D is also half. This is what we were asked to find. Let's check. 0 half, that is A. Wow. Another man is here called determinant. This one is determinant. Determinant. Matrices and determinants. Okay, so the next question now is we should find the determinant of D. Find the determinant of this D, where you have 2 minus 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1 minus 3, and then 1. This is what we have. Minus 1 minus 3. Now this is what we have. Now, determinant of D. Now, I'm going to, this is the rule. If I'm using this 2, I will maintain this. That is the rule. If you want to use this one, it will be minus, plus, minus. I don't want to disturb you with that. This is what I just wanted to use. Plus, minus, plus. That is the rule for determinant. That means this first number should be plus. And if I am considering this number, the whole of this row I will not use. The whole of this column I will ignore it. So I'm working with 1, 2, minus 3, and 4. 1, 2, minus 3, and 1, sorry. So I'm done with that. So now if I switch to minus 1, look at this minus by the rule. And then you bring in your minus 1. So when I'm here, the whole of this column, I will ignore it. And then the whole of this row, where this number is found, I will ignore it. So I'm working with 4 and 2, and also working with 1 and 1. I'm done with that one. I'm here now. Look at the rule here is plus. So when I'm here, this will be silent, this will be silent. I'm working with 4 and 1, 1 and minus 3. With this now I'm good to go. So this is now plus 2, 1. Please don't not this time this you write. It's always from your right to left. Not this first, right to left. 1 times 1, 1. Minus. Minus will come. 3 times 2, 6, directed numbers. We are going back to our master. It's here. Minus, minus, look at it. Minus, minus, plus. So minus, minus will change it to plus. 1. Like I said, from right to left, diagonal, this way. 1 times 4, 4. 1 times 2, 2. This is plus. 3 times 4, 12. The minus sign will come. You put your minus. 1 times 1, that is 1. So you now have plus 2. Minus, minus is plus. You can't do without it too. Look at it, it's here. You can't do without it. Plus 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. Plus 3. Minus, minus. You look at it. Minus, minus is plus. You see? I don't know how we are going to solve mathematics without this master. This one. I don't know. You can see as I do. I refer you to here. This is the key. Understand this under directed number. Minus, 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 plus, 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 minus. I can't solve this without this. Just watch as we go. Anything I do, I will refer you to this. So understand how to use this. Look at it here. Minus, minus, that is plus. That means I'm going to say 12 plus 1, which is 13. So here it's going to be 13. The bigger number here is 12. So the minus sign of the bigger number will follow your answer. So you now have, this is 2 plus 2 times 7. This time this is already 2. Look at it again. Oh. Minus plus minus plus minus 3 times this is 39. So this is now 14 plus 2 minus 39, which is now 16 minus 39, directed number. How can you remove 39 from 16? It's not possible. It's not possible. Minus plus, minus plus, minus. So I'm going to do 39 minus 16. What will you have? 23. That means here is 23. But the sign of the bigger number will follow your answer. 13 is bigger than 16. What is here is plus, invisible. So it's now become minus 13. So let's check. Let's check. That is minus 13. That is B. So it is minus 23, which is B. Let's go to the next one. Wow, this is set. I told you as you see it, what you should do is to try as much as possible, to retrieve your knowledge. Now I have this question, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is set A, element of set A, and then element of set B, I have 2, 4, 6, and 8. We are now asked to find what? A minus B union B minus A. When you are solving this type, this is a subtraction of elements under sets. Subtraction of sets. So under subtraction of sets, I will tell you something as I go. Now, let's solve it as if you are solving normal equation. Elements of A minus element of B. So now I'm going to have element of A. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus element of B. Let's look at it. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let's subtract. Please watch me. 2, we remove this 2. 4, we remove this 4. 6, we remove this 6. The answer is always what is left in the first set, not what is here. The answer is always what is left in the first set, which is now 1, 3, and then 5. When it is B minus element of A, the same thing, we are going to have 2, 4, 6, 8. Minus, when it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's subtract. Again, 2. 2, we remove 2. 4, we remove 4 here. 6, we cancel 6 here. What is remaining here is 8. Like I said, it is what you have in the first set that gives you the answer. You ignore what is here under subtraction of sets. So you now have A minus B union B minus A equal to, our first answer is 1, 3, 5 union 8. Now the language union means you combine these two elements into one set. That is union. List all this, list all what you have here, combine them under one union. That becomes 1, 3, 5, and 8. I say union means combine all the elements together inside one set. Now 1, 3, 5, and 8. 1, 3, 5, and 8. Let's check our answer. 1, 3, 5, and 8. Answer is D. I go to the next one. In a group of 50 people, in a group of 500 people, 350 people can speak English. This is set also. This is set. This is set. And this is 2 overlapping sets. That's what we call 2 overlapping sets. We have 2 overlapping sets. We have 3 overlapping sets. Now, from here, I have my union to be 500 people. And then they say people that can speak English. The number of people that can speak English is what? 350. Number of people that can speak French. This I'm using this letter to represent each of these subjects. French is 400 people. 400 people. Now, if I may draw the sex, this is what they are saying. Union is 500. This is English. This is French. So you now have English is 350. 400 is for French. Now, this space means the people that speak both languages. This space here. So I'm going to say let letter N represent the people that speaks both English and French. So I'm going to have E union F equals to N number of E plus number of that speak French minus those that speak the two languages, which is E intersection what? F that speak the two languages. We use them as intercept. So we are putting here as N. People that speak the both languages. This man can speak English. This man can also speak French. Overlap. That point of overlapping. So now let's put our figure. This was 500. Number of N, E 350, F 400. We don't know this. So this is now 5. Add this 750 minus N. Now N can be negative. Take N to your left hand side. When it moves to your left hand side, it becomes plus 750. Take this to this side, become minus 500. So therefore, N is equals to 250. Now, take this key. What of if the question was like, find the people that speak only English? It's not 350. It's not this one that's 350. You have to remove this one. So if I were you, I'll put minus N. Minus N. So if N is 250, if I remove 250 from here, the number that remains here means those that speak only English. Only English. So for only English, it will be 350 minus 250. For only French, it will be 400 minus 250. So they will not give you this exact question again. They will go to people that speak only. So take this key. Let's check our answer. N is equal to 250. 250, that is B. B. Let's go. Next question. Okay. I told you I'm here to give you keys and ideas, knowledge. Not grab it to help you. In case you see that, that's what you do. Alright. We have a table given to us, and they told us that for age 5 to 6, and then 7 to 8, and then 9 to 10. The frequency here was 29, and then here is 40, here is 38. The question is, you should find what? Find the mean. Okay, this is a group data. And for a group data, if you can't just leave it like this and you get your mean. I need to form another table. So doing that, this is my age. Yes. The next thing is I will use mid value. I will use mid value, and that mid value should represent my x. And then this is my frequency for f. Here is fx, which is f times x. So under age, I have 5 to 6. I have 7 to 8. This is not 7 minus 8. This is 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10. Then x, the middle value here, 5 plus 6 divided by 2 will give you 5.5. because this is 11 divided by 2, 5.5. So the middle value there is 5.5. Then do the same thing to the next 7 and 8. 7 and 8, add them divided by 2. This is 15, but that means here is 7.5, the middle value. So there will be now 9.5. That's how you get the middle value. We call it the mid value. Now for the frequency already, here is 29, here is 40, here is 38. So we need to multiply this time this we write it, this time this we write it, this time this we write it. So now 5.5 times 29. Let's go. 5.5 multiplied by 29. So we're going to have 159.5. Then we have 7.5 multiplied by 40. You have 300.0. Then the next one is 9.5. 9.5 multiplied by 38. 38. You have 361. 361.0. Now, sum this, sum of fx, right? You also have sum of f. Sum of their frequency. So now let's add 159.5 plus 300 plus 361. That is 820.5. 820.5. Now let us add this one. This is 9 plus 8. This is 17. Take 1. This is 6, 7. This is 107. And you know that for group data, your mean is equal to sum of fx all over what? Sum of f. So sum of f means this addition here, 820.5. And then sum of f means this addition here, 107. So let us divide. Divide by 107. So you now have 7.6682. So approximately this is now 7.7. So let's check. 7.7. 7.7. Look at it. That is the answer. C. 7.7. So this is how you solve it for group data under mean. This is what you do. Answer is C. Now we have another one. Still the same table, but we are asked to find the median. Wow, median. This is still group data. So they're asking you to find the middle number when you have an ungroup data. So for a group data, you must not forget that your median is equal to limit, lower limit, plus sum of frequency divided by 2 minus frequency before the median and then frequency of the median. Multiply it by the class width. This is the class width. In this case, is the age width. So I'll tell you how we go about it. But before we do that, what is the lower limit? That's the question. And then how do you get your lower limit?
So first of all, you must find the nth term. So the nth term here means sum this plus this plus this. That means you are going to have n plus 1 divided by 2. So this plus this plus this, from that calculation gave us 107 plus 1 divided by 2 from our previous calculation. So this n means this plus this plus this. That is this 107 plus your 1. So this is now equal to 108 divided by 2. So this is 5410. Have your 5410. Now this 5410, where can we find it? If I add this to this is where I will find it. If I add it, that will give me 59. So it is here. So if it is here, I can now get my lower limit. My lower limit is going to be 6.5. That is 7 minus 0.5. 7 minus 0.5. So I'm going to have 6.5. That's the lower limit. So my lower limit here is going to be 6.5 of the mean, of the median. Or this is the median, what we are working with. So this is 6.5 lower limits. My median is equals to 6.5 plus. Now, sum of the frequency. Look at it here. 107. This plus this plus this. 107 divided by 2 minus. This is frequency before the median, and that is 29. Frequency before the median, and that is 29 divided by frequency of the median, Fn, that is 40. Then your age width is the difference between this, the difference between here and here. 5 and 7. 7 and 9, that's the difference, that's the age width. And this is 5 to 6, now have 7 to 8. The difference between there is 2. Look at here, that's the age width is times 2. So let's solve. This is now 6.5 plus, divide here, this will give you 53.5, yes, minus 29 all over 40 times 2. So this is 6.5 plus. So now, subtract 53.5 minus 29.0. This is 5. You cannot. So here is 4. Take 1 to here, that is 13. And then what will give you 13 here is 4. This minus this is 2. So 24, you're going to have 24.5 divided by 40 times 2. So now, let's do it. You can always use the simple calculator on your system. This will be provided. It's not scientific calculator. So this is 24.5 divided by 40 equal to, multiply your answer by 2. That will now give you, that means the whole of this function is plus 1.225. So if you add this to this, that will now give you 6.5, and then you now have 1.225. So if you add it, this is 7.725. So this is now 7.725. Find my mean. So let's check 7.725. That is option C. That's how you find the median.
Now, another man. Another man. Another man is here. Okay, let's look at this question. We have another integration. 4x minus 6. This is cube root of x raised to power 2. Differentiate this. Mere looking at it with your eyes, it look complex, but they just confuse you, bringing in the cube root of this. Let me just write this somewhere and then you look at it. Cube root of x squared. This is the same thing as cube root is known by 1 over 3. So this is raised to power 2 multiplied by 1 over 3. So 2 times 1 give me 2 and then all over 3. You see this function? That is the whole of this. So I'm going to replace cube root of x squared by x raised to power 2 all over 3. I come again. This cube root, look at what it represents, 1 over 3. This symbol, 1 over 3 cube root. If it is root, is 1 over 2. If it is 4 root, is 1 over 4, which is the fourth root. Fourth root is 1 over 4. Square root is 1 over 2. Cube root is 1 over 3. But they are all powers, index. So now, I'm going to change it. So I'm going to have the integral of 0, 4x minus 6 multiplied by this function, which is now x raised to power 2 divided by 3. Look at it now. We can now simplify, evaluate this, and then integrate, and we'll get our answer. So now, integration. This is 1 plus 1. So let's integrate this, Let's integrate. This is 4x raised to power 1 plus 1 divided by the new power for integration. 6 minus 6 times, this is x raised to power 2 over 3 plus 1 divided by the new power 2 over 3 plus 1. Your limit is 1 and 0. Lower and the upper boundary, 1 and 0. Now, let's simplify this. Now, this is 4x, this plus this is 2, divided by this plus this is also 2, minus 6x. Now, let's simplify only this. That is what I was telling you in our last calculation. You see here now, just use this number multiplied by this number. I'm going to have 2 plus 3 divided by 3, and this will give me 5 over 3. So that power is going to change to what? 5 over 3. This time this is this. Add the two numerators. The denominator must come. That's why I'm bringing in this 3. So when you add this, give you 5 divided by 3. So this one is going to be 5 over 3. The same thing to here is the same function. 2 over is going to be 5 over 3. Put your sign for definite integral. Now, look at it again. What do we have to do here? 2 can divide 2 here. Here will be 2. So we are going to have 2x squared minus. Now, look at what is here. This is division. What I have there is 6 divided by 5 over 3. This is the bigger division. And in mathematics, when you have something like this, 6, change this bigger division when you discover that what you have as a denominator is also a fraction. Now, what you do, change this bigger division to multiplication. The more you do that, turn this fraction upside down. That means the denominator become numerator, and then the numerator become denominator. That's what will happen here. I come again. 6 divided by 5 over 3. In mathematics, this one will come first, and you know that this is fraction. Change this division sign to multiplication. Turn this fraction upside down. That means your denominator will turn to numerator, and then your numerator turn to denominator by changing this sign. So what I'm going to write here is minus 6 times 3 divided by what? 5, x raised to power what? 5 over 3. And then 1 and 0. So at this point in time now, we cannot substitute. Anywhere we have x, we put 1. Anywhere we have x, we put our 0. So now, I now have 2 open bracket when x is 1 square minus 3 times 6 is 18. I divide it by 5. Open bracket. When x is what? 1. Raised to power what? 5 to power 3. Minus, because you have a boundary. The same thing again when it is 0. 2 raised to power 0 minus the same 18 all over 5. When x is 0, raised to power 5 divided by 3. This is what you have. Now, look at what you have here. 2 raised to power 1 is the same thing as 1 times 1 is 1. 2 raised to power 1 is what? 1 times 1. So you now have 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2, that gives you 2. Minus 18 divided by what? 5. Because the cube root of 1, the cube root of 1 raised to power 5 is still the same thing as 1. So no need. Minus, this is 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 0. 0 times any number, 0. So I don't need to waste my time. If I were you, don't waste. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Anything raised to power 0 is also what? 0 multiplied by this. So this cancels everything here out. So now let's multiply. I've told you this times this will give you what? 25 minus 18 divided by what? 5. So 25 minus 18, what will you have? 25 minus 18, this is 0 minus 0. So you still have 25 minus 18 divided by 5. So what will you have now? 25 minus 18. So 25, 18. This is 15, 7. Yes, 7. Here was 1. One of these is 7. So you are going to have 7 over 5. Let's look at it. So we should integrate this. So let's check. Let's check. Yes, yes, 2, 6, 3, 5 over 8. Before we go, 2, 3, 5 over 8. So for 0 and the 1, this is 1, 2. And this is 18 divided by 5. When it is 1, 18. Okay, so now let's check. Three times 6, 18 divided by 5. So you now have 6, 2 raised to power 3 minus 1. 2 divided by 3. This is 5 over 3. Turn it upside down. This becomes 16, 18. So now be 2. Let's check the definite integral. 1 and 0 minus 6, 2. This time this is 10. Sorry. 2 times 5 is 10. I know there's a problem somewhere. 2 times 5 is 10. No? So now look at it. Look at where our problem was. 5 times 2 is what? 10. So now let's subtract. This minus this will give you what? 8 over what? 5. So you're going to be minus because 18 is bigger than what? 10. So you have minus. So minus plus. Look at it again. Minus plus minus. So 18 minus 10 is going to give you 8. Since 18 is bigger than 10, the sign of the higher number will follow your answer. Look at it now. So you now have minus 8 divided by minus 8 divided by 5 minus 8. That is C. Okay, let's look at this one. The population of a village. This is a percentage increase and the percentage decrease. So under percentage increase and percentage decrease, That's how you solve such question. That's how you solve. Now, they say that the population of a village is decrease from this number to this number. That means the difference is going to be 230 minus 1040. That is the difference. And then if you subtract this, 1230, 1040, minus this is 0, borrow 1 from here. This now become 13. 13, this is 9. So 190. So the difference is what? 190. The difference is 190. Now the question is, what is the percentage decrease? Percentage decrease is equal to your difference all over your original population multiplied by 100%. So we are going to convert this to 100%. So now that's why we multiply by 100. Anytime you have to convert it to percentage, you multiply by 100. To remove it from percentage, you divide by 100. So now difference is now 190. Original population was 1230. So now multiply this by 100%. So this one cancel this. So now 19 divided by 123. 19 divided by 123. 19 divided by 123. So when you now have 0.1544, let me take to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decimal places, and then multiply it, 5 decimal places multiplied by 100. So it will be 1, 2. It will come this way. Decimal point will move from here, 1, 2, because of this 2, 0. 1, 2. That is 15.447%. So we can now have 15.45 to 2 decimal places. 15.45. So our answer is D. We go to next question. What I advise you, you develop the habit of switching. You off one particular topic, switch on another particular topic. God will give you the strength. Now, if a car runs a constant speed and task and takes 4.5 hours, a car run this. Now, you should know formula for speed, distance all over time. This is what we are going to use. So from this question, we are given time t to be 4.5 hours, and we're also given the first distance was for 225 kilometers. Now we are going to use this now to find the speed. So at t equals to 4.5 hours and this distance, we mean that our speed is going to be 225 all over 4.5. So let's divide 225 divided by 4.5. 225 divided by 4.5. Our speed is 50 kilometers per hour. Now, the question now is, what time it will take to run another 150? So that means my time at 150 kilometers is going to be t equals to distance all over my speed. This one will replace this one. If you cross multiply, this is what you are going to have. So now my distance now has changed to 150, no more 225 again. and then your speed is 50. So this will cancel this. So 5 here, 1, 5 here, 3. So the time taken is going to be 3 hours. Let's check. Our answer is B, 3 hours. You say evaluate the limits. Evaluate the limit. I said one thing that you are going to develop is the ability to switch from one topic to another in the exam hall. And that is why as you sit down to study, after 2-3 minutes, if I were you, I saw one particular topic, want to develop that, saw one particular topic, open one particular topic, look at it, solve one, what you know, open, try to see whether you can switch off this very topic and enter another topic and solve that same question and get it correctly. You need to develop that skill, because in your exam, they will not give you one topic all through, they will mix it. So you need to develop the ability of using this knowledge. After the knowledge, you dump that topic, you switch over mentally, develop that. It's going to help you. Now look at, they say our limit for x equals to 2. Given that x squared minus 4x plus 12 divided by x squared minus 2x, this is what is given to us. This is plus 4 minus 12. This is what is given to us. This is under limit. Under this limit, there are times that what they are saying that anywhere you see x, put the value of x here. Anywhere you see x, put 2. So if I put 2 here, here will be 4. Look at it too. Here will be 4. Because 2 raised to power 2 is 4. This is 4 times 2. Here is minus 12. Which is equals to 2 squared minus 2 times 2. Look at what will happen here. 2 squared is 4 plus 8. Well, this time this is 8 minus 12. This is 4 minus 4. That means we are going to have 4 plus 8 minus 12 divided by 0. That means you are going to have 0. Infinitive here. No. So if you do that, you will make mistakes. So what you will do, first of all, check whether I can factorize. Check whether you can factorize the numerator here and also factorize here. And then have a common terms which you can cancel. So now let's try. This is x squared. If I factorize here, factors of 12 minus 12x, that their middle term, when I add the middle term, it gives me 4x. It's going to be minus 6x plus 2x minus 12. X times x minus 2. That is to factorize. You must know how to factorize. So I'm still using it now. This time this will give me minus 6 times plus 2 will give me minus 12. Now if I say minus 6 minus 4, it will give me, sorry, here is plus, this one will be minus. If I say plus 6 minus 2, it will give me plus 4. So at this point in time, this is one bracket. I used to form one bracket. X times x will give me x squared. If I say x plus 6, it will give me this. Now, I go to this one. I told you the bracket must be the same when you are to factorize. What will I multiply by this to have minus 2x? That is minus 2. Minus 2 times x will give me minus 2x. And also minus 2 times plus 6 will give you minus 12. Minus 12. So now, this is the same thing as x minus 2. Now, this one and this outside numbers will now form a bracket. And I told you out of the two brackets, pick one. All over x, open bracket, x minus 2. Do you notice something? X minus 2 is here. X minus 2 is here. So this one can cancel this one out. So what you now have is x plus 6 all over what? 2. So now, when x is equals to 2, at this point now I can now substitute. My 2 plus 6 divided by 2 is going to be 8 over 2, which is what? 4. No more 0 again. You see now, that's why I say you must factorize. You factorize, and it will give you 4. Let's check. Our answer is 4, which is B. We have another question. It says differentiate the function. Differentiate. This one is pure differentiation. But there is something they do to this question to confuse you, which I will help you. Y is equal to cube root of x raised to power 2 again. Similar to one of the questions we solve here. Open bracket 2x minus x squared. Now look at what you have here. I'm going to simplify this one first somewhere else and then look at it. Cube root of x squared. I told you cube root, the symbol is 1 over 3 as a power. Cube root is 1 over 3 as a power. So that means x raised to power 2, open bracket, 1 over 3. So this can multiply this. 2 can multiply 1. So 2 over 3. So this is what they have here. So the whole of this equation is the same thing as x raised to power 2 over 3, open bracket, multiply it by x raised to power x square, close your bracket. This is what you have. I will not keep here like this. First of all, I will expand this bracket. If you don't expand this bracket, you may find yourself at the very tight corner. So you will not expand this bracket first. I have not differentiated now. I'm not differentiating it now. Now I have this time this will give me 2x multiplied by x raised to power 2 divided by 3. This multiplied by this is minus x raised to power 2 times x raised to power 2 divided by 3. Do you notice something? This is indices. Inside differentiation. That's why I say you must build yourself in the area of employing knowledge, borrow knowledge from other topics. Borrow knowledge. Like, look at what we have here now. This is integration, but I'm going to use the idea in what? Indices, or else I'll be stuck here. So in indices, when the two bases are the same, what do? We add the two powers. What is here is 1, but it's invisible. So now I'm going to have 2 multiplied by x raised to power 1 plus 2 over 3. That is fraction. Minus, I pick 1x, since I have two bases here. Now this is 2. So now I need to simplify this index here and also simplify this index, reduce them. So I have 1 plus 2 divided by 3 as a fraction and a whole number. Now this is 1 times 3, that is 3, plus 2 divided by what? 3. This is what I did. I multiplied this by this, give me 3. Add it to numerator, divide through by your denominator, and that will give you 5 over 3. So the whole of this 1 plus 2 divided by 3 is 2 raised to power x, 2x raised to power 5 all over 3 minus. Do the same thing here. 2 plus 2 divided by 3. This times this, 2 times 3, 6 plus your numerator 2 divided by your denominator, which is 3. So this will give you 8 all over what? 3. So this is x raised to power what? 8 all over 3. Now, that's what I have here now. So at this point now, I will now do what? Integrate this function. So y is equals to this. This is what I have to differentiate. So now, dy all over dx, which to differentiate this, I'm going to have, in differentiation, you use the old power to multiply the coefficient of your variable here, 2, let's say 5 divided by 3 times 2, multiplied by your x. Now this is going to be 5 divided by 3. Under differentiation, you subtract. If it is integration, I will add. Under differentiation, you subtract. You say minus, multiply this by the coefficient of x here, which is 8 over 3. You now have 8 over 3 minus 1. Now, do the same thing we are doing here. Look at only this. Simplify this first. you're now going to have 5 minus 1. Now that means this time this. 3 times 1. 5 minus 3 divided by 3. That means we are going to have 2 over 3. So the whole of this function is the same thing as 5 times 2, 10 over 3, x raised to power what? Look at it here. 2 over 3 minus 8 over 3 x. Work on this other function too. 8, work on this index. 3 times 1 is 3, so 8 minus 3 divided by 3. So 8 minus 3 will give you 5 over 3. So this index here is now 5 over 3. Now look at it here. This is now your final answer. 10 over 3 s raised to power 2 divided by 3 minus 8 over 3 multiplied by x raised to power 5 over 3. Let's check. 10 raised to power 10 over 3x. 10 over 3x raised to power 2 divided by 3 minus 8 over 3 s raised to power. Wow. So the answer is A. Letter A. The option is A.